You know Drew Lynch as a runner-up on season 10 of America's Got Talent, and he's in town this weekend performing stand-up at the Improv in Schaumburg. Good morning and welcome.
Hi. Hello.
People are very excited for you to be here.
I didn't know I got applause.
You do?
I haven't done anything yet. I didn't like how high my voice was in that clip. It's good to know I've done puberty since. So,
congratulations! Another round of applause.
It should be a bigger round of applause for that. But,
Drew, you're a great example of when life gives you lemons to make lemonade, right?
Sure.
I mean, that's pretty fair to say. Can you tell us a little bit about how the ascension from what maybe could have been a deterrent, and you've used that to be a big platform for your success as well?
Sure. Yeah. I got into stand-up just because I wanted to do the whole acting thing, and I had gone to sleep on a concussion from a sports injury that I had had, and so when no one hired me as an actor, that kind of forced me to talk a lot about you know, flaws and insecurities. Luckily, I don't have any now. No, it's still very many.
And like
still very many.
you've done so many amazing things, from America's Got Talent to performing on Conan, like so cool.
Yeah. Now now the jam.
Yeah, you're here, man.
There's a DJ. This is cool.
And coming up next, America's Got Talent, the champions.
Yeah.
You're going back. Is there anything you want to do differently this time around? Now that you're older and wiser.
I would like to win, but yeah, I don't know. I like to see how much I've just evolved, not just as a performer, but as a person as well. When I had first gone on the show, so much of the material was so much about my voice, and that was what the struggle was for me at that time. And while I still stutter now, it's just good to deviate and showing people what I can do in addition to that. So.
You know, Drew, it's a personal thing for me because I know people who are very close to me who battled with a stutter. Some have just embraced it. Some have tried to correct it in any way. Is this something that you feel like is just inherently you and you're going to embrace it and move on? Or
I
is it
think
something
so. I don't think it's necessarily a defining characteristic.
Sure.
I just think it's something that elevates what makes me different from, you know, anyone else. So I think that's kind of a positive spin on what would otherwise be, you know, a crutch or a deterrent.
Definitely. And someone who's always with you, who we love seeing on your Instagram, is your therapy dog,
yeah.
Stella.
Yeah,
She's
love
so cute.
Stella.
You guys take the most fun pictures together. Look at that.
It's too much, but
And,
yeah.
and you have a big YouTube following as well. And I
Yes.
saw your animated series you created called Therapy Dog, which is so cool.
Oh,
so tell us
thank you.
kind of about that. What was the inspiration behind that? And is that something like you always wanted to do?
Yeah, I think, you know, it's just like it's getting into this place where, you know, creating all the opportunities I can for myself on this channel. The channel right now is at 1.6 million subscribers, so that's a thing. That's a thing I never could have accounted for. But I love that, you know, so many people are such fans of Stella, and so I was like, oh, how do I give her a show and give her a voice and make me just to the left of being the character that gets to be a part of all the shenanigans. So in a way, it's kind of a vehicle used to get other comedy out there that's in a format that's not just stand-up or just vlogging or anything like that. So I thought that was kind of a cool angle on it.
No doubt. Drew, as I watch America's Got Talent and some of these other performance-based shows where there's judges, I'm nervous watching for people. Is there, when you popped up there for the very first time and you're in front of the crew, what are nerves like with that? And even maybe battling something like you're stuttering, could that be something that adds an element of, man, this is intense?
Of course. I mean, you're in front of millions of people at one time, and when you don't get a whole lot of confident looks when you're stuttering, and that's kind of just part of it. You know what I mean? Like, people say, well, man, this guy's nervous. He's gonna break. It's not gonna, you know what I mean? It's not looking too hot. if they don't know that that's part of, you know, at least at the time, something that kind of elevated.
But it almost turns them when they realize that it's part of it, and it's even that much more unique.
Sure, yeah.
Any advice for anyone that would dream of going on America's Got Talent?
Yo, don't do it. Just do the, just do the jam. You know.
There's our tease, right? That's a good promo to cut.
There we go.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I mean, I would say it's just a great show for anyone. That show does such a good job of telling not just what it is you can do, but telling your story on a platform as well. So they really gave a three-dimensional look for who I am as a person, not just what I can do as a comedian.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for coming on. We're all going to be rooting for you on America's Got Talent the champions. And Drew, he's performing at the Improv in Schaumburg tonight through Saturday. Chicago.improv.com is where you can find more info.